Welcome to my 45-minute flow vinyasa yoga class. This is filmed in one take, so it's realistic. It's actually me just doing my practice, but I'd love you to join me. It's an intermediate level. If there's things that you find difficult, please just skip them or use a wall. Enjoy. When you're ready, come to a comfortable seat, cross-legged, taking a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Place your right hand between your eyebrows, ring finger and thumb sliding down to where the nostrils flare. Commencing Nadi Shodhana, inhaling through the left nostril, blocking the left nostril and exhaling through the right. You'll inhale through the right nostril, then block the right nostril, exhale through the left. So slowing this down and doing it at your own pace. Finish your next exhalation and let your right hand return to your knee. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Inhaling, lifting your right arm up in the air, out to the side. Block off your right nostril and exhale through the left. Let your hand return to your knee and then start to raise your left arm up. Inhale, lifting the left arm up and up. Slowly hand to the nose, block off the left nostril, exhaling through the right. And then let the hand return to the knee. Let your arm be a visual clue or cue for your breathing. Exhaling as you're blocking off the nostril, letting the hand return to the knee. And then the big breath in is mirrored by the raising of the arm, left arm lifting up. And see if you can let this take about 4 seconds for an exhalation and 4 seconds for an inhalation. Finish this breath and let your hands return to a prayer position. Set your intention. Make your way into child's pose, kneeling in the middle of your mat with your hands at the top, pressing the palms down firmly and breathing. Inhale, coming up for cat-cow. You're going to exhale, round your back and take a big breath in, arching your back, lifting the right leg up in the air. Exhale, bring your knee to touch your forehead. Take a big breath in, lift your right leg up out the back, lift your eyes, your chest, your foot. Exhaling, bring the knee to connect with your forehead. This time extend your leg out the back, place your foot on the floor and turn your left foot off to the left. Roll onto your left knee, reach your right arm up and overhead, enjoying this side stretch. And then placing your right hand back down on the floor. Knees together, inhale, lift the left leg up high and exhale, bring the knee to touch the forehead. 2 more times. Breathing in, lifting up, looking up. Exhale, bringing the knee to touch the head. 1 more time. Letting the ribs drop down, the eyes lift, the knee lift. And then exhale, bring the belly button up to the ceiling, knee connects with your head. This time find the straight line, left leg back behind you on the floor. Roll onto the right knee, reach your left arm up and over your head. So enjoying this beautiful side stretch. Pressing your left foot away. Still breathing in and out. And then take your left hand down to the floor, knees together, down dog, straightening the legs, pressing your chest back towards your thighs. Breathing in and out. Gently lower your knees to the floor. Inhale, look up. Then exhale, bend your arms, lower your chest between your hands. Slide through to up dog on your knees. And then exhale, come back to your knees or roll over your toes to down dog. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. And then fold it. Bend your right leg, straightening the left, and then change, straightening the right leg. Raise your right arm high up in the air, wrap it around your back so your left leg is bent, right leg straight. If you can, thread your left arm between your legs, looking up at the ceiling over the right shoulder. Working the right leg straight. And then releasing your arms slowly, both hands to the floor. Bend the right leg, straighten the left leg, lift the left arm up high, twisting, opening the chest, feeling that the lower back and the left hamstring. Wrap your left arm around your back. Find your right arm between your legs, taking the grip, and then working that left leg straight, turning your chest to look up at the ceiling. And then exhale, release. Having a little dangle, relaxing, swaying from side to side. And then looking forward, come all the way up to standing. Exhaling. Take a big breath in, interlacing your hands behind your back, folding in half so your feet are hip distance apart. Lifting the hands up and over your head. Steady breathing. Bend your right leg and take your hands over to the right so your left leg's straight, you're looking up at the ceiling. And then changing, coming back to both knees bent, hands to the center. Start to bend the left leg a lot, straighten the right leg. Take your hands over to the left, looking up at the ceiling over your right shoulder. So really feeling the stretch through the right calf and hamstring. Come back to the center, both hands to the floor, or grip onto the backs of your legs and bring your head between your legs. Slowly walk your hands forward into down dog, hands at the top of the mat. And then inhale, start to move your shoulders forward over your wrists into plank. And then roll over the toes to up dog, so you're not bending the arms, and then go back to down dog. Walk your feet forward to the top of the mat. Feet together when you arrive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, chest to thighs. Inhale, reach the arms wide and up above your head, palms together. Take a breath out, hands together at the heart, Anjali Mudra. Slow breath in, reaching up above your head. Exhale, arms wide, hands to the floor, chin to chest, forehead to knees or shins. Inhale, look forward out to the distance, press the palms down, jump back to plank, lower the chest slow. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Raise your heels, bend your knees, look forward and jump forward. Inhale, look up, exhale, folding. Inhale, rise up, arms wide, up above your head, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Take another breath in, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, look out to the distance, maybe hands to shins or fingers to the floor. Press the palms down as you jump back to plank and bending your arms. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lower the knees to the floor. Inhale, lift the right leg up, and exhale, bring your knee to touch your forehead for 1. Inhale, lift the leg up out the back, lift the chest. Circle the left arm back, grab hold of your foot. Make the connection and then lift the knee. Kick the foot into the hand. Keep lifting the foot higher, looking over your left shoulder if you're balanced. And then releasing, left hand down. Lift the left leg up in the air. Bring the knee to touch your forehead as you round the back. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Reach the right hand back. Grab hold of your foot, lifting the knee. If you're steady, lifting the eye gaze to look over the right shoulder. Kick your foot away from the buttocks. Breathing. And then releasing, hands down, knees together. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward, then jump forward, landing with your feet between your hands. Inhale, look up, exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms wide to the side, up above your head, and then exhale, hands to the heart. Take another vinyasa at your own pace. Hold your down dog and breathe. Get ready to jump forward, landing at the top of the mat. Inhale, rise up, arms above your head. Exhale, hands to your heart. Keep moving and breathing through another vinyasa, hands to the floor. You're going to inhale, halfway lift. Press the palms to the floor, jump back, then breathe out. Inhale, shine the chest forward, roll over the toes, down dog. Lift your right leg high up in the air, bending your leg, opening your hip. We're going to make some circles with that right knee. So circling in one direction, so you're lubricating the right hip joint, and then changing directions. Circle your knee in the other direction. Don't get confused. And then step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen the chest, look up. Exhale, straighten your right leg, folding, draping your chest over the right leg. Now, if it's hard to reach the floor, you can keep the knee a little bent or place your hand on a chair or a block near you. Increase the intensity of the stretch by flexing the right foot. So you lift those right toes off the floor, lift your left heel, driving all the weight down through the right heel. Breathing, it's quite intense. And then placing the feet down, walk your hands forward, raise the left leg high in the air, standing splits. Lifting the leg high, lowering your chest to the right leg. Hold on to the right ankle and pull your chest even lower. This will really maximize the standing split. Bring your feet together and rise up. Arms all the way up above your head. Breathe out, hands back down to the floor. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Hands down, jump back on a no breath, then breathe out as you bend your arms. Inhale, shine the chest through, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, down dog. Lift your left leg high up in the air and then bend the leg. Point the knee up to the ceiling and the foot down to the floor. Make some circles with your knee in the air. You might go clockwise first, 2 or 3 times. And then changing direction, going anti-clockwise. Then left foot between your hands. Place your foot all the way at the top of the mat. Deep lunge through the left leg as you inhale, lift the chest, straighten the arms. Breathe out, folding forward, working the left leg straight. So it's a hamstring stretch, both legs straight mostly. If you want to increase the intensity, remember that little tip. You could lift the left toes off the floor. Really flex the ankle, maybe lifting the right heel off the floor. Plant the left foot down, walk your hands forward a little bit, raise the right leg high in the air for your standing splits, lowering your chest, raise the right leg up, maybe your left hand's to the back of the ankle. Keep working on the pose, finding your edge. Then exhale, feet together, breathe in, look forward, breathe out, fold. Chest to thighs. Inhale, arms wide, reach up above your head. Breathing out, Anjali Mudra, palms at the heart. Step your right leg back, Warrior Two. So take a moment to set up the strength of this pose from the feet. Your right toes are facing forward on a little angle, bending a lot through your left knee. Just checking your arms are parallel to the floor. Wrap your right arm around your back and then reverse the warrior, sun warrior. Inhale, come back through warrior two. Take your left hand to the floor for Utthita Parsvakonasana. Holding, seeing if you can settle into this, pressing your left palm down to the ground, wrist and ankle touching. Keep opening your chest. Opening your chest. And then when you look down, turn this into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Raise the right leg up. So your left hand's on an angle towards the left corner of the mat. Raise the right arm up, spin your chest and your right kneecap to face the same wall in front of your chest. And only if you like, you could reach back and take the bind, holding the foot. Always refining, lifting the heel up higher, keeping the chest open. Breathing. Remember to exhale. Breath in and out. Look down for balance and lift the left arm up in the air. So we're going to turn this into dancer pose. So go slowly. Lift the left arm up, hand about chest height or head height, and then once you're steady, keep lifting the knee. So go for balance first and then refine, then go for flexibility, lifting the knee higher, kicking the foot back. Keep your eyes still, that will help you to balance. Then exhale, feet together. We'll repeat that on the other side. So inhaling, reaching up, breathing out, hands to the heart. Step your left leg back, warrior two, arms parallel to the floor, right foot dead ahead, and then push your left heel away. That will help angle the toes forward. Finding the strength of the pose before we move into sun warrior, bound sun warrior. Wrap your left arm around your back, reach the right arm up and over, keep bending through the right knee, don't come out of that just yet. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, right hand on the inside of the foot. Parsvakonasana. Left arm still around your back, opening your chest towards that wall that your chest is facing, refining the pose, turning the neck, the head, looking up. Then looking down, reposition the right hand to the corner. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Get steady, then raise the left leg up. Raise the left arm up, finding the straight line between your arms, one up, one down. Only if you like, you could reach back and grab hold of your foot. thumb at base of big toe. Go for balance and then refine. Go for flexibility, lifting the knee, kicking your foot into your hand. Look down. So not coming out of the pose just yet. Look at the transition. You're going to raise the right arm up. So start to bend the right knee a little bit. Lift the eyes and then lift the right arm up. You can do it. And then once you're up, lift the left knee, kicking the foot back into the hand, lifting the chest, keeping your self-talk positive. If you fell out, just get back into the shape. Feet together, release. Tadasana. Ta-da! Next sequence. Breathing in, arms up. Breathing out, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Breathe out, hands to the floor, chest to thighs. Inhale, look out to the distance on your fingertips or hands to your shins. Palms down as you jump back, then breathe out. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Wild thing. Lift your right leg high up in the air. Bend the leg and open the hip. And then just shift your shoulders forward a little bit so they're more over your hands. Drop the right foot behind you. Reach your arm overhead. So your left leg straight and your right knee's bent. Lift the right heel. Keep reaching the right arm up and over. Look at your hand. Lift the chest. It is half a back bend. To come out, look down. Right hand down, left leg high. And then move your right leg to pigeon pose. Place your shin up high at the top of the mat. Breathe in, lift and lengthen the chest. Settling your hips, aligning your back leg so it's behind you directly. Hips are even, and then reach forward. 5 slow, deep breaths. This next little sequence, we're going to go really deeply into stretching gluteus maximus, minimus, piriformis. On inhalation, lift your eyes, lift your chest, walk your hands back in. We're not done yet. Take your right hand to your knee and your left forearm to the floor. Twist. So you're turning your chest. Both of those hands are aligned. If you want to go a little bit further, you can turn this into a prayer twist. Bring your left elbow in front of the right knee and then press your palms together. If you still want a little more, lift your chest so you're just balancing on the left elbow. Bring the palms to the middle of your sternum. Remember to exhale. Coming out of this pose, we're not out of the woods yet. Wrap your right arm around your back. Keep your hips down, but see if you can find your toe without rolling out of the pose. And then bend your left arm and press your hand onto your chest to rotate the waist and the shoulders around more. But don't roll off to the left because that's going to not be good for your knee. Release, untwist, press your palms to the floor. Let's make our way back to down dog. Get the blood flowing into the legs, pedaling the heels out. And we'll repeat chaturanga, up dog, down dog. And we'll do the wild thing with the left leg. So preparing, lifting the left leg high up in the air. Bend the leg, open your hip. Flip the dog. Reach the left arm up and over your head, palm up, looking at your left hand, arching back. Left heel raised, right leg straight. And then flipping back out, left palm down, left leg high. Moving into pigeon pose. Shin at the top of the mat. Take a breath in, lengthen the spine. Settling the hips, just checking the back leg is straight. The foot's not sickled, and then reaching the arms forward. Breathing 5 slow breaths. Lifting your eyes and your chest, walk your hands back in close to your torso. Bring your right forearm to the floor and your left hand on your knee. Use that hand on the knee to twist. Turn your chest, twisting from the waist, your back, your neck, looking up over your left shoulder. And then if you want to go further, bring the right elbow in front of the left knee. Palms together, prayer twist. Going deeper yet, press down through the right elbow and lift your chest off the floor, thumbs in line with your sternum, the breastbone. Keep rotating and exhaling, breathing out, breathing in. Wrap your left arm around your back. See if you can find your big toe there and grab it. Bend your right arm, place a hand on the chest to help twist your body more open. Untwisting. Phew, that was hardcore. Let's shake it out. Go back to down dog. Getting the blood flowing back into those legs. Shift your body forward to plank, shoulders over wrists, and then roll forward so your shoulders are past your fingertips. So the tops of the feet will be on the floor. Up dog, lowering the hips, arms straight, roll over the toes, back to down dog. Shirshasana. So lower your elbows to the floor for this headstand. You're going to set up, knees on the floor as well. If it's your first headstand, just keep your knees on the floor and just get used to the sensation of the top of your head pressing into the mat. Otherwise, lifting one leg at a time, aiming to elevate the hips over the shoulders. So you're going to lift the buttocks high, roll forward onto the toes, and then back. And then inhale, move the hips and shoulders more forward. Switch on your core, lifting the feet up high above your hips. Now think about just as much energy lifting up through the feet and the ankles as is driving down through the elbows and the forearms. Can you have less weight in your head? Breathing in, lengthening, holding. Breathing out, find the ease. To exit the pose, move the hips over the shoulders, hinging from the hips, bending until the feet touch the floor, exiting slowly into child's pose. Keep your elbows and forearms on the floor. Move into dolphin pose. So that's down dog legs, strengthening your shoulders. Also a bit of tricep and shoulder flexibility. And this is important for arm balances that we'll do later on. grab yourself a block and you're going to put your elbows on the block. If you don't have a block, you can just keep your elbows on the floor. Press your palms together so that the thumbs are at your neck. And you can either keep the buttocks elevated over your knees in a version of happy puppy pose, or bring the knees in a little bit closer and push the buttocks to the heel. So you're dropping your head through your arms, resting your forehead on the floor. Increasing shoulder mobility. Come back up to kneeling, and then extend your arms at the top of the mat into down dog. Legs straight, right leg raises high, bend the leg, open your hip. Move your right leg to pigeon pose at the top of the mat. So round 2 with a variation. So square off the hips. If you want to use a strap or some other prop, grab that now. So the strap can be used to reach back and hook it around your back foot if you're finding it difficult to reach. Or for now, mermaid pose. Place the foot into the left elbow crease. Reach the right arm up and overhead, taking the bind. All the while breathing. So holding this, or if you want to take it a step further, grab hold of your strap, loop it around the foot, and then hook it over your shoulder as if you would like draping a coat or a bag over your shoulder. And then reach also the right hand back. And you're trying to walk the hands down as close as you can to the foot. Maybe you can grab the foot here, in which case you'll bring your head towards the foot. Releasing, letting the strap slide through the hands. Swing your left leg around the front for a twist. So cross that left foot over the right knee. Sit up tall. Press your left foot down and wrap your right arm around the left thigh. Use the other hand to support you, to sit you upright. Twisting and breathing. Releasing, a little counter twist the other way. And then come back to the center, roll forward onto your knees, jump back to plank, chaturanga, lowering the chest. You can skip this if you want. Inhale, up dog, and back to down dog. Other leg. Left leg lifts high and bends. Place the shin at the top of the mat. Organize yourself, your skeleton, your bones, so everything's in the right position to stretch the glutes. Hips squared off. Circle the right arm back, hooking onto the foot. If you can't reach the foot, remember that little trick using a strap. More advanced option is to grab your strap and reach both hands towards the foot, or try it without the strap. So you're going to hook it over your shoulder like it was a bag. Reach the other hand back. Walk your hands down as close as you can to that foot, elevating your chin. So it's a back bend as well as quadricep stretch, as well as stretching the glutes. Let the strap slide through your fingers so you can swing that back leg all the way around the front. Cross your right foot on the other side of your left knee. Just lose the strap, sitting up tall. Wrapping your arm around the thigh and then using that back hand to sit you up tall. And then see if you can keep that chin parallel to the floor. So you're not looking down, you're not looking up. So it's a neutral spine as you twist. Remember the exhalation. looking back to the front, untwisting, go the other way, roll forward onto the knees, chaturanga, urdhva mukha, exhale to down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Walk your hands to the back of the mat and lower your elbows to the floor. Now if you like, you might want to just watch this or move yourself to a wall. Pincha Mayurasana, so you can either kick straight up or just watch what's going on. And the reason why I like to move to the back of the mat is so that if I fall, I'm going to land on my mat. At the top of my mat on the other side of that is a stairwell. So always go for safety. After holding the forearm balance for 5 to 10 breaths, just come down to child's pose. And then we're going to twist to neutralize the spine. So when you're ready, coming back up to kneeling. Take a breath in, reach your arms above your head, hands to the heart, and twist. So bring your left elbow over the knee on the floor. You're twisting to the right. Prayer twist, thumbs to the chest. And just settle into that pose. As if you're unraveling the coil of the spine. Untwisting on your next breath. And then exhale. Twisting the other way as you inhale and exhale. Coming out of the pose and untwisting, back to kneeling. If you like, you can take your hands behind you as you lift the hips and lower. Going back to hands at the heart in a kneeling position. Walk your hands forward to the top of the mat. Make your way into down dog. And then inhale, plank, chaturanga, urdhva mukha. Exhale, down dog. Setting up for a side plank. So go back into regular plank, kumbhakasana. And then roll to the edge of your left foot, raising the right arm up in the air. So stack your feet if you can. Or if you want further challenge, raise the right leg high up in the air, grabbing hold of the big toe. Look down at the left hand, slide into Hanumasana. So that's the split. So you're going to swing that right leg forward. Just go to where you feel the challenge and then stop. Relax. Ease yourself into the pose. So let go of any panic. If there's any other variation you'd like to take, try that now. Maybe you're going to bind, taking the foot into the crook of the left elbow. Or maybe you just want to stay folding forward. Preparing to exit, take your hands on the inside, shore up the core, swing the right leg back behind you, lift it high, and back to down dog. Changing sides. Inhale, plank, remember the side plank. Roll to the edge of the right foot, raise the left arm up in the air, stack your feet, lift the hips high. More challenge, you're going to raise the left leg up, go for a toe bind. Only here for one more moment. Look down, slide into the splits. So that might just mean placing your left foot at the top of the mat. Lift and lengthen the chest. And if it's available to you, drape your chest over your left thigh. Maybe resting your face on your shin, or maybe your forehead can rest on the floor. Go a little deeper. Staying there or taking whatever option you took on the other side. So if that means binding with a strap, prepare to come out of the pose. Right hand circles back, place the foot into the elbow crease or hook your strap back there. So a bind is usually just taking the connection between your hands. Once you're done with your hand holding, prepare to exit the pose mindfully. So releasing, hands on the inside. And we're going into the side splits. Walking the hands forward, bending your knees one at a time until they touch the floor. If you like to stay longer in the side splits, you can do that. This way is a little more supportive. So knees are wide, feet are wide. Can you flex them and turn them out as wide as the knees? As you breathe, notice that your hips are getting a little closer to the floor. Perhaps you'll rest your head on the floor or a block. Or maybe you just want to stay with your arms straight. Opening up and stretching the inner thighs, the adductor muscles. So let's come out of the pose. Press your palms into the floor, walk your hands back, come into a wide-legged down dog. So see if you can jump the feet back to the mat. Going into Titibhasana. Bring the feet hip distance apart and stack your knees on top of your shoulders, one at a time. Align the V of your palm, so the base of the thumb, behind each heel. Shift the weight into the hands and then straighten your legs. Straighten your legs, point the toes, strong core, lift up, and then lowering down. Upavista Konasana. So lengthen the spine before reaching forward, arms extended. So your intention is to lower your navel to the mat rather than your head. So think about rolling the pelvis forward and then relaxing, breathing deeply into the pose. Be sure to keep the kneecaps facing upwards and some activity in the thighs. So that might mean flexing the feet or pointing the feet. Exiting the pose by lifting up. Take your hands underside the knees to bring the legs back together. Set yourself up for an upright twist. So legs are bent and roll both knees over to the left. Walk your hands behind you. You might even bring that left elbow to the floor and reach the right arm across. Untwisting. Let's reset. Legs are bent, knees up. Take your knees over to the right side. Walk your hands behind you all the way over. Maybe the right elbow will go to the floor and you reach the left arm over to the corner. Just have a play around with that, how this pose, maybe you've never done this stretch before, just experiencing what it does for your spine. Untwisting, lying down on your back, almost done. Knees to the chest. Happy baby pose. Grab hold of the outside of your feet. Press your sacrum into the mat. Stretch the right leg long on the mat. Left knee, keep it squeezed in as you twist. So roll that left knee over to the right side. You can use your right hand on the knee to sort of weight it. Turn your head to look to the left. Untwisting, just letting both legs be long on the floor. Preparing to twist the other side. So right knee into the chest and over to the left side of your mat. Turn your head to look to the right. Untwisting, giving both knees a squeeze into the chest, and then Savasana. So getting yourself comfortable, legs straight out in front. Can you relax yourself a little more, palms facing up? Now ideally you'd stay in this position for 5 to 15 minutes, time permitting. I'm going to leave you there, and when you're done, make your way up to sitting, reconnect with your intention. Namaste. Thank you.